Hello guys, it's been a crazy week and you can tell by looking at my house, it really needed a tidying up. I started with taking out the cardboard. We got a lot of packages this week. I had 2 full boxes, so I needed to break that down and get that in the recycle bin. I love spending Saturday mornings making my home cozy, and this Saturday I definitely had to tidy up before I could do that. Easter's right around the corner, and I still have some Valentine's Day decorations up. So I want to get those ones put away, and I want to get some Easter ones out so we can enjoy the holiday. I feel like decorating is my reward for cleaning, so I use it as my motivation. Also, in this video, you're going to see me make some sourdough bread. I started the dough the day before, but today I have to put it into its container. I can't remember the name. Anyways, but you'll see what I do. That was a little guest appearance from Bria. When I start cleaning, I always like to start in the kitchen. It's my least favorite task, and I also feel like it makes the biggest impact. So it really helps me to want to finish the rest of the house. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm going to start with the dishes, and then I'm going to clean the counter. And then I have to clean my espresso machine. It was looking a little coffee stained. I watch cleaning videos all the time. Whenever I feel like I don't want to clean, but I know I should, I turn on some cleaning motivation, and then suddenly I'm cleaning right along with whoever I'm watching. So I hope that today, while you're watching me clean, you get some motivation. And if you don't feel like cleaning or you don't need to, then I hope that you at least make a new friend. My sink is awesome. It's so big. It has that dish drying rack, and then it also has that second rack inside. I really love it, but it's also really hard to clean. You'll see a little later on I show you the edges, since they're not rounded, they're very squared. It builds up like, I don't know, mildew or just gross stuff, and you really have to scrub the corners to get it out. I mean, it's worth it because it's a really nice sink, but if I ever do a kitchen remodel again or have a new house and I can pick a sink, I'll probably pick one that's rounded on the corners because cleaning. So I just cleaned the dish rack and I set that aside, and now I'm cleaning the bottom rack. I really like it because it keeps like water and junk from piling up the very bottom of your sink, but it's kind of hard to clean, and it's so big it doesn't fit in the dishwasher. Every now and then I'll like fill up the sink with water and I'll totally scrub it really good. But for now, I'm just gonna do it like this and just get it a nice, decently clean so I can move on to cleaning the bottom of the sink. sure we're not the only ones that do this, but before we put our pans together, we put a washcloth in between so we don't scratch the ceramic coating. I know they make things for it, but we have tons of washcloths and they work just as good. So now I'm moving on. We just bought a new tamper for our espresso machine, so I was emptying out the rest of the packaging. It's a spring tamper. I'll actually be making coffee with it later in the video, so you'll get to see how it works. When I clean the counters in the kitchen, I always do it section by section, and I always start at this section. It's the easiest because the trash can is in that cupboard right below it, so I can always just brush the crumbs right into the trash can. And then we put our espresso machine on like swivel wheels so we can move it back and forth really easy. So now I'm emptying the bottom of the espresso machine. I'm just going to wash that with my hands. It worked. It was just like coffee drippings. And then dump that out. That's just like the extra water. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know where it comes from. But you have to empty it every now and then. So I'm doing that, rinsing it out, putting it back. And then let's wipe off that coffee stain. I mean, technically, if I were to be pouring perfect shots, there wouldn't be any overspray like that. But, you know, your girl tries. She really tries. Okay, so now I'm moving on, putting everything back on the coffee square. And I'm going to wash my stovetop really quick. This could probably get a deep clean too. But for now, I'm just trying to get my house tidy enough that I can enjoy it for the rest of the day. So I'm just going to clean it with my all-purpose cleaner and get it a nice, decent clean. Me and my husband Mason love Reese's. So we had to get the little Easter egg shapes when we saw them at Costco. And let me tell you, it looked very aesthetic getting them all to fit in that jar. It was a Costco size bag, so it probably wouldn't have fit right when the bag was new. I had a small pile of washcloths that I had to fold. These white ones are the ones that we use to wipe down our counters and our tables. And then like those colorful ones, like that green one I just moved, those are more for hands. Also at Costco, we got some sparkling water and I needed to try to fit them in the fridge. It was a struggle. I did not get them all in the fridge and I ended up putting them all into one box and then putting them into the laundry room. All right, so here I am breaking down the one packaging I was able to get rid of. And yay, look how clean the kitchen is. It looks so nice, way better than when I started this morning. Okay, so I think next I want to move on to that sourdough, that bowl right there with the blue lid. After I wash my hands, I'll need to, I don't know the technical words, roll it into a ball and then put it into the new bowl that I'm going to get out right now. That thing, and then I'm going to put it in the fridge to let it rise overnight. You might notice that bowl I pulled out is looking a little yellow in some spots. It's because I didn't know you were supposed to put a towel on it like I'm doing right here the first time I used it. So you live, you learn, it still works. So I want to flour the towel a little bit just to make sure that the sourdough doesn't stick. I've never really had an issue with it sticking, so I don't really use that much flour. Same thing, I'm going to flour the countertop here too. Again, I don't really use very much. It seems to be okay. It sticks a little bit in the beginning, but after you roll it into the ball a few times, it's typically pretty smooth. So I use my hands here to kind of coax it out of the bowl. And you can see it looks super rough. It's not smooth, but by the time I'm done rolling it into the ball, it will be super smooth. So I'm using a bench scraper to roll it into a ball. I got this from Walmart. It's like the Pioneer Woman brand, and it has flowers on it. It's so cute. Walmart has some really cute stuff lately. So here I am. You can see right before your eyes that it's smoothing out as I roll it. I've been cooking sourdough for about a year now, and when I first started, I tried to make my own starter, and my bread was failing. And then we were at a local bakery one day and we asked if we could buy some starter from them, and they ended up just giving us some. And then once I started using that starter, it changed the game. Like, my bread is so good now. So this loaf is actually a whole wheat loaf, and this is the first time I've made a whole wheat loaf. So we'll see how it turns out. So we put it into the bread bowl thing, and then a little bit more flour on the top because we're going to fold the towel over. And then I have these like reusable bread bags. I'll put it in the bag and then I'll put it in the fridge until tomorrow. I got these reusable bags from Amazon. It was a 2-pack. They're not airtight, so you can't use it to store like cut bread without it becoming hard. But it's perfect for doing this when you're keeping it in the fridge and it's already wrapped in a towel. It's pretty good. So now I just want to finish cleaning the kitchen a little bit more. It got a little dirty and I got a few dishes. So I'm just going to throw those in the dishwasher and then I should be able to start it. So let me squeeze those in. If you look on the windowsill right now, you can see the shamrock I put up a couple weeks ago. I need to take it down. I'll do that a little later today. This is the first year I decorated for St. Patty's Day. It's just fun, I feel like, to kind of switch out the decor in your home every now and then. I didn't go all out. I had like that one shamrock, some tea towels, and then I put a green runner on my table. I put the green runner away already, but that little shamrock I missed it, I guess. All right. I think we're ready to start the dishwasher and then move on. We're done with the kitchen. I'm going to clear the table next. You can see I have a laptop and then a laptop skin right there. I want to put it on. I just got this laptop. I got it because I wanted to start making Clean With Me's and maybe a podcast. I didn't have my own laptop and it was holding me back. So I said, you know what? Let's do it. Let's buy the laptop. And then I wanted to buy those cute skins to go with it. So once I get the table cleared and wiped down, I'm going to try to put those skins on. I would say putting this skin on was as hard as you'd expect. It was pretty forgiving, like I was able to pull it up and then start over when I noticed it was a little bit crooked. Um, but when I go to put this circle on here in a little bit, I don't get that perfectly straight. And I played around with it, but I couldn't get it. So I thought, okay, let's stop pulling it off and putting it back on. And then I feel like the D was kind of missing the middle insert anyways, or maybe it just didn't come with one. I don't know, but I wasn't too picky at that point. And then I also turned it upside down and I added the skin on the bottom. That one was a little harder because it had those holes, but in the end I was able to get it. And then it came with a third little skin to put on the touchpad inside the screen. I'll show you here in a second. It was really cute. I would say if I were to buy a skin again later, I would maybe get one that's similar color to my laptop because it's a pretty, harsh line between the edge of the skin and the laptop. Like you can totally see it. If it was the same color or a similar color, I think it might blend better. But oh well, in the end, I like it and it's cute, so I'm going to keep it. All right, we're moving right along. So you can see on the curtains behind me, those are like little heart garlands. I got them from Hobby Lobby and they were so cute for Valentine's Day. It's just like that playful decor. But anyways, it's like the end of March, so I need to take it down. Luckily, it wasn't too hard. I didn't need a ladder or anything. And then later on, you'll see me kind of organize my decor bins and find a place for that. So yeah, our big yellow couch. I just bought these couch covers. We need them because we have 2 dogs and they're messy. I love them, but we want our couch to last. So I just bought this couch cover. And I thought it was going to be like a cream or like an off-white, but it's literally yellow. It's cute. I mean, it's a vibe, right, for spring. It is what it is. But yeah. I really love our gray couch, but like I said, our dogs are just so messy. So we'll stick to the couch covers. Maybe in the future, I'll get a different style. In the bottom left corner, you'll notice those 2 purple boxes. They're paintballs. I leave those here throughout the whole video. I do that because Mason, he likes to play paintballs every Sunday, and I was filming this, it was Saturday. So I was like not about to put those away just for him to take them back out because they're kind of heavy. So I'll just leave those there. I just thought I'd mention it in case anyone's like, why doesn't she clean those? I just didn't want to have to put them away just to take them back out. That's my dog Camel. He loves the couch and he's like, should I try to lay on it right now? Anyways, I like to flip my back cushions like that every time I wash my couch cover. I feel like it kind of fluffs them in the opposite way. I don't know. All right, so here's my bookshelves. It easily gets cluttered. This is where we drop all of our stuff. So I'm going to start clearing it off. You'll notice those flower bulbs over there. I'm going to try to do a cut flower garden this year. I've never done it before, but it looks so aesthetic and I love flowers. So it would be really cool to be able to grow my own. I'll let you know how it goes. Maybe I'll film it and I'll make a vlog with it. So that thing that I'm trying to put away right now, it's actually a plant hanger. Super cute. Got it from Walmart, but I have to install it. But for now, I'll just put it away in my little plant area. I was honestly feeling really overwhelmed with this shelf. I was just like, I don't know where to start. So I just started taking things one by one and finding homes for them. And then I really only wiped like the middle shelves because those were the ones that get the dirtiest. And those flower bulbs, let me tell you, there was some dirt on that shelf from them. So wiping them all up, and then I'm going to put some of the items that live on the shelves back up there. All right, so now I'm going through some of my bins and I needed a bigger bin for my Valentine's Day stuff. So I moved stuff around and now I'm putting it all in here. I feel like I am kind of being a little daredevilish by just putting the glass in there. But at the end, I do kind of stuff some like cheesecloth type fabric and some washcloths in there to help it from shifting. And I don't really think the bin's going to move that much. So hopefully everything will stay safe. I got those heart dollies from Hobby Lobby too, and it was after Valentine's Day, so they were super cheap. And I just think dollies are so cute, and you can really just jazz up any area with some dollies. All right, so now I'm digging for my spring decor. I actually got those oven mitts from a thrift store. They were brand new. And then I got that Easter bunny. I got it online last year after Easter because I feel like I love getting my decorations after the holidays. You just get a good deal. So I'm getting everything else out. I don't have a ton of like Easter bunny things, but I have a few. So I'm going to sprinkle them around, switch out that shamrock for that cute little bunny there. Didn't like that, so I'm going to switch it up. I'm kind of embarrassed of like the back room. That window was kind of dirty and the back room was full of stuff. It's kind of like our garage. It's organized to us, right? But it kind of looks like a mess. So I was like, oh, should I show it? But I'm like, it's real life. That's what it's all about. I think we all have an area like that. So anyways, I'm moving on. I have these cup hooks that I put like little Christmas mugs or whatever type of mugs I have for the holidays. I don't have any for spring, but I thought maybe those oven mitts would look cute. And then I was really struggling with that bunny. It doesn't stand up very well and I wasn't sure where to put it. So I'll come back to that. Speaking of dollies, that little dolly was like springy. So I decided just to throw it there. I'll probably be the only one that really sees it when I do the dishes. But like, that's what it's all about. It's making me happy. So I didn't love the oven mitts. I was unsure, but I ended up taking them down and put them away for now. But that dang bunny, I want to find somewhere to put it. And I feel like I could put it in this bowl if I like move stuff around enough. So I was playing around, trying to figure out how to do it. And I think I ended up finding a spot. No, actually that's not the spot I kept it at. But that's cute, but it would just fall down. So I ended up playing with it a little bit more. And I ended up just sticking it in the bowl. And it's cute. You can see the head. When it comes to decorating, I'll put something somewhere and then maybe later I decide like, oh, I don't like that there and I'll move it. I feel like it's constantly changing. So if you're ever decorating and you can't figure it out, no pressure. You're not the only one. I was really struggling here, but we don't really use those syrups very much. So I thought, whatever, I'm just going to kind of block them and put the bunny like that. All right, so I have one more load of hand towels to dry. And these are the towels I use for like drying our hands, or if I'm like washing vegetables and I need somewhere to put the wet vegetables, I'll use these towels. Like I don't really clean with them. I just wipe my clean hands and use them for food. it's the next day here, and I'm starting off with some espresso. So you just saw I like to run just water through for the first round to warm up the machine and clean it out. And then we measure out our beans and we grind it in the espresso machine. It has a grinder. And then we just flip it in to whatever tool that is. I can't remember what it's called, but just like that. And then you use those little whisks to break up any clumps. And then after that, you'll see me use what they call a distributor tool. And basically, it's just flattening it out before you tamp it. And then on the other side of that distributor tool, it's a palm tamper. But like I said earlier in the video, we just got a new spring tamper and I want to use that. So here I go. I'm actually tamping it twice because the first time it didn't quite look done. I'm still learning. We just got the tool just a couple days ago. So yeah, that looks good. You can see how the espresso is nice and flat and it's ready to get inserted. So I'm actually pulling a triple shot. So I press the 2-cup button, but supposedly it makes the triple shot too if you fill it up with enough beans. So I'm doing that, and then I just got that cute springtime cup from my sister. She got it for me for my birthday. Oh, it's so cute and aesthetic. I love it for the springtime. So yeah, I used some Net Pod creamer and some Ripple pea protein milk to make my espresso. And right now you'll see I'm opening up the bread. So it's been in the fridge overnight because it's the next morning. And it's actually been sitting on the counter for a couple hours. Look how beautiful. So puffy and cute. So my oven's not on right now. It's like a double oven. So I want to take out the middle part so I can fit my Dutch oven. And then, oh my God, it was like clamped wrong. I don't know, but I couldn't open my oven. I was like, let me fix this off camera. So anyways, I did. There we go. It opened, and that had been preheating. So I'm taking it out with the oven mitts, and I'm going to put the bread in now. Let me tell you what, it is like my worst fear that I'll forget that I preheated the Dutch oven, and then I'll go to take the lid off without the oven mitts. I haven't done it yet, and I try to remember not to do it, but I think about it. Cool. Okay, so I have these little bread mats, and you cook the bread on the mat. So I flip it and take everything off nice and gently, and then plop it into the hot Dutch oven. This part can be kind of dangerous. As you can see, at one point I kind of had to shift it when it was in the hot pan, like right here. Ooh, but I did it and it didn't hurt. And then you need to cut your bread. If you don't have one of these, I think it's called a lame, scoring lame. I don't know. You can use a knife, but these lames, they just make it easier. So I'm going over it twice to make sure I get a nice deep cut. So this is a whole wheat loaf. First time I made a whole wheat loaf, so we'll see how it turns out. I'm going to put it in the oven with the lid on. I think I did it for 35 minutes. And then you take the lid off after that. And you cook it for about, ooh, look at that. I love to see it puff up. But anyways, I'm going to cook it for about 15 more minutes. I ordered Walmart delivery, and I'm looking confused there because there was a case of water. And I'm like, did I get somebody else's order? Because we don't normally drink out of plastic bottles. We just like use the reusable water bottles. So I was really confused, but I don't know. So I brought it in anyways. That's me saying, I didn't order this. The rest of our order was right. We just got a free case of water. So whatever. I love Walmart delivery. I've been using it so much lately. It really just makes the weekend so much better. Like I'm able to spend the time at home cleaning, cooking, and I don't have to go to the grocery store. All right, so here's a little haul. I'm going to make tri-tip like roast beef, and then a bunch of little veggies, some cheese, some vegetables, some other stuff for the stew. And then Mason loves those Quest chips, so I got a whole bunch of those. Ooh, I saw this basket with the flowers in it, and I thought, ooh, maybe I can cover up that old, I don't know, it was like a swamp cooler switch. We don't even use it anymore. So I just moved the tack down a little bit, and then I put the basket right here, and it kind of worked out. I got those flowers from World Market like right after Christmas. They were on clearance. My favorite is to buy things on clearance. And actually, most of those frames that you're seeing on the wall, actually every frame I got from a thrift store. So yay, the bread's done. Look how nice and brown. So remember, it's whole wheat, so it's extra brown. It turned out so good. Well, this is the end of my video. Thank you guys so much for watching and spending some time with me. Please like and subscribe, and more videos will be coming soon. Bye.